Many people assume that seeking out a completely unlit, quiet room is a sign of sadness or a desire to withdraw from life. It is often viewed from the outside as a passive, lonely habit. But for some, this habit is driven by a highly observant brain. These individuals naturally detect subtle shifts in emotion, environmental details, and social inconsistencies that most people never notice. This chart of cognitive load helps explain the cost of that observation. Throughout the day, the brain must process every single detail it captures. For a highly observant person, this system rapidly fills with data, reaching total mental fatigue. When the stream is constant, the brain enters chronic overstimulation. The nervous system stays at a high alert level, creating a mental bottleneck difficult to clear normally. Sitting in the dark serves as a subconscious intervention. By cutting off the lights, these individuals stop the flow of data and allow their nervous system to reset. Turning off a light creates a definitive environmental boundary. Darkness functions as a physical shield. It stops the endless influx of visual information, which actively protects the brain's remaining mental energy. Daily life is often unpredictable, creating a constant sense of environmental stress. The dark provides an immediate sense of stability because it is a space that can be entirely controlled. Within this predictable space, the nervous system can finally settle. This environmental control helps the individual regain their emotional balance. This need for control also applies to social pressure. Highly sensitive people are often drained by the constant effort of navigating power dynamics and meeting the expectations of others. In the dark, the feeling of being perceived disappears. Without an audience, there is no need to perform, smile, or react to social cues, allowing the social mask to drop completely. By removing visual noise and social expectations, the darkroom establishes a secure baseline where the mind is no longer forced to react to the outside world. When external demands on the brain drop to zero, that processing power is redirected inward. This diagram illustrates the internal locus of evaluation. Instead of looking for external validation or reacting to outside disruptions, the mind enters a closed loop where it judges thoughts against its own internal standards. This isolated state allows a person to replay conversations and organize the day's events. Without interference, the brain can smoothly transform chaotic thoughts into structured patterns. Because there are no visual distractions, the mind is free to engage in deeper cognitive tasks. Because these individuals capture so much detail during the day, they often use this quiet to simulate future scenarios. They take the information they've gathered to map out their next moves and solve complex problems before they happen. This type of strategic planning requires intense, uninterrupted focus. It is a level of mental mapping that is only possible when the environment is completely silent and still. Far from being an empty void, the dark room is where the mind performs its most focused problem-solving and life organization. The dark room is a sanctuary for mental clarity. Outsiders often mistake this behavior for withdrawal, but for an observant mind, this is a necessary cycle to recharge the nervous system. Analytical thought requires a break from the constant performance demanded by a brightly lit world. While a person might look still in the shadows, their mind is often operating at high speed, processing the complexities of their life. For those who process every detail of the world, stripping away the light is often the only way to see clearly.